Hey, my name is Kim. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share a week of dinners. I've mentioned before on my channel, I just do weekday dinners. Weekends are just nothing interesting. And I just find filming 5 nights in a row much more manageable than 7. Anyways, I'll share with you what I make. I'm actually filming this before I actually film any dinners, so I'm not sure what you'll see, but I know that it'll be cheap, easy meal inspiration for a busy family of 6. Now I do work from home, so some things are a little bit easier for me to get started in the morning before I sit down and jump to work, but I still think working families could also take inspiration from my meal ideas. Cheap, easy, kid pleasers. So if that interests you, please keep watching. We have a lot of snow today. I thought I would share that. Well, sorry, I shouldn't say a lot, but definitely more than we've had all year. I am trying to work my way through some of my spice mixes. Yeah, I think these are called meal solutions, but anyways, this has been sitting in my cupboard, and with them closing, I just went and took them down, went through them to see if there's anything I could give to people who may want them more than me. But this is one that I think I want to use. So it's an Alfredo mix, and I'm going to add cheddar cheese to it. All you have to add, I think, is milk, and then I'm going to add cheddar cheese so that I can do a homemade mac and cheese. I don't know about you, but I am really finding the cost of meat to be nuts lately. Now, I know a lot of people have been complaining about that, but what I've always done is just buy ground beef and chicken breast when they go on sale, which is usually once a month or so. They have not been on sale in quite a long time. And when they do go on sale, it's for like $6 a pound instead of $3 or $4. So I'm finding myself coming up with more meatless or very low meat meal ideas. Last week you would have seen I did like a curry chicken, and I did half chicken breast, half chickpeas. So yeah, I'll be doing more stuff like that, adding lentils to ground beef, things like that. But anyways, today is mac and cheese. It's hard to find vegetarian meals that all my family will eat, but mac and cheese is definitely one of them. So it was super easy to use this meal kit. I just boiled the pasta in water, obviously, and then I just combined the contents of that packet with milk, brought that to a simmer, added in some grated cheese, and that was it. I also toasted some Ritz cracker crumbs to go on top, and I sprinkled that on top of about half of the mac and cheese. So here is everything boiling or simmering away. Not the best lighting, especially with the steam going everywhere, but is what it is. Here's the pan about to go into the oven. Sort of ran low on cheese towards the end, but here it is. All right, so there's the finished dish. I did not put crumbs on this half so that the kids would eat it. Hopefully they will eat it as is. Just turn off the oven. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, drink some tea, read a chapter of my book, and then I will serve it up in about 10 minutes. So on Tuesday, we had a snow day and all the kids were home from school, so I made a big pot of hamburger soup. I started by sauteing some onions in my Instant Pot. Here's the other ingredients that I used. I have some frozen veggies, I have tomato soup, ground beef, beef concentrate, garlic, and some small shell pasta noodles. So I browned my beef in with my onions, and I also made a loaf of focaccia for this, but I added a little too much flour, so I got to play around with that recipe. It was still okay, just not as good. I added in the veggies, added in the tomato soup base, and here I am adding in the beef broth. I think I ended up adding 8 cups total. My kids do seem to like a brothy soup. You could probably get away with 6 cups if you want a thicker sort of stew-like soup. So I stirred that all together, let it come up to a simmer. And then I remembered I wanted to add some Worcestershire sauce. I absolutely love Worcestershire sauce in this soup. It really amps up the flavor. Here's the nearly finished soup. I think my noodles just needed to cook here. My beef looks raw in this picture, but it definitely isn't. There's my focaccia dough, and I'm about to get that into the pan. So normally when I make focaccia, I do dimple the bread like this, and I add a lot of oil, and I use rosemary and coarse salt and all that. I did Like I said, I added a bit too much flour, so my dough wasn't quite what I wanted. I usually like to let this sit in the pan for an hour or two, and I was just running really short on time, and I just threw it in anyways. It still turned out good, just not as good as usual. Here are the finished bowls of soup. My kids do really like this, and here's how the focaccia turned out. Okay, so it is Wednesday. Oh my goodness, forgive my messy counter. I don't know what's going on. Well, I know what's going on. I didn't wipe it, I guess. Gross. Not my standard. Anyways, it is Wednesday. Tonight I'm making chicken cacciatore spaghetti. And I'm honestly just making this because I saw it on TikTok. And I wanted a recipe that didn't use ground beef, but was still a pasta meal. And I wanted something a little different than what we normally have. So I'm going to make this. The recipe I had said to take chicken thighs or chicken legs, lightly flour them, sear them in oil, and then you make a sauce with veggies, a little bit of balsamic, onion, and canned diced tomatoes, and then you let it simmer and all that. I think you add tomato paste as well. So basically you just make a sauce, and I figured I'd make it easier on myself and just use this. But you bake that with the chicken, and then you top it on pasta or rice or whatever you want. So I am going to add a little bit to this jarred sauce, but I wanted a nice easy meal, so that is what we're doing tonight. I just went through my produce drawer and grabbed a couple more things to add. We have onion, a bit of a pepper that really needs to be used, and some fuzzy carrots. But once I peel and chop those, they should be fine. And I'm also going to add this small can of diced tomatoes just for texture and a little more sauce. And then, of course, I will also add some balsamic vinegar. So after cooking all those veggies, I just added in the sauce. My daughter is stirring this for me while I film. I let that kind of heat through, and then I added the pieces of chicken back in and let it all finish cooking. I don't think I've added it quite at this point, but here's the sauce, almost ready to add the chicken, and now the next clip is the chicken being added. I gently spooned the sauce over top. I didn't want it to be fully submerged, but partially submerged, if that makes sense. Anyways, I just let that chicken finish cooking through there. I added a splash of balsamic vinegar, and I didn't get any pictures of finished plates, but this was so good. All right, it is Thursday, and dinner is just about ready. I have some rice finishing cooking over there. I have some chicken cooked in taco seasoning, pinto beans, corn, chipotle mayo, tomatoes with poco picante seasoning, lettuce, and cilantro. We don't have sour cream, and we don't have any cheddar cheese. We do have mozzarella cheese. I just don't feel like grating it. Then we have a few of these chips that I'll probably just give the kids. And, oh yeah, I never said what I'm making. I am making burrito bowls. So that's dinner for Thursday. All right, there's mine. So I added cilantro, lime, and a little bit of cumin to my rice to mix that up. And then I topped it with pretty much all the toppings, and then a healthy dose of the chipotle mayo. I just realized I forgot to add more cilantro to the top, and I am one of those people where that is the best part of any dish. Curry, burritos, tacos, whatever. So yeah, there's mine. So here's one of my little kids' bowls. Here's my oldest. And this is for the one who doesn't eat meat, cheese, or sauce. I am also going to give him a few chips on the side. So I decided to toss in one random lunch inspiration video at the end. So 2 of my kids just needed snacks. They have banana bread and an orange. One kid likes blueberries, so she got a few. For my 12-year-old stepson, this was his lunch. He has some of these peanut butter crackers, which I learned, these are the great value ones, fit perfectly into that compartment, which is great. He has some pecans, carrots, banana bread, egg, and an orange. And then my youngest has a very similar lunch, but instead of egg, he has ham. Then he's got a pack of goldfish and a yogurt for his snack, and that was lunch for Friday. All right, today is Friday. We always do like an easy takeout inspired type meal on Friday. Yeah, just, you know, crowd pleasers. So these are leftover hot dog buns from Gunnar's birthday party. There's 9 in this pack. I just threw them in the freezer. And then we have hot dogs. I just bought the chicken wieners because they're the cheapest. And yeah, some of the kids eat hot dogs without buns, so this should be a perfect amount. We're going to have fries, and then I have these different fry toppings. We've been using this all dressed fries from Epicure for quite a while, and it's really good. I also just bought these from my Epicure lady, cheesy fries and Cajun fries, so I think I'm going to put both of those on mine. And then for other condiments, we have ketchup, mustard, this apple relish that I made and canned in the summer, and some vinegar. I love vinegar on my fries. So yeah, that'll be dinner for tonight, and I will just add in a quick clip of one of the finished plates. And yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching this week of dinners. Oh yeah, I also chopped up onions.